238 kilometers from Colombo, the west coastline of Sri Lanka comes to an end in its southward drop along the Indian Ocean and takes a turn towards the sunrise. This is Hambantota. An ancient seaport steeped in history and legend. Here, many things blend, and if you look out to sea, there is no land till the South Pole. If Sri Lanka was paradise to the ancient traveller, this would have seemed its edge. At Nakulugamua, off the 117th mile on the south road, where the Hambantota district begins, a minor track leads you in and up to open towards the sea. Begin your tour by seeing Ho Mania. I ask you, says R.L. Brohia. Had I said blowhole, you might not have given much thought to it. But Ho Mania, it spells mystery. Visit the traditional craftsmen with centuries of inherited skills at their fingertips. turn clay and lumps of metal into works of beauty. Climb the ancient steps leading you to 300 feet above the sea. And reach Mulgirigala. Situated 13 miles from the British-found city of Thangalla and rising sheer from the surrounding plains. The temple, dating back to the 2nd century BC, is today famous for its exquisite 18th century murals. This is a coastal town with a wonderful bay. The British developed it as a safe harbour for their trading vessels as well as men of war patrolling the Indian Ocean. Today it is primarily for those who seek the pleasures of the sea, to lie in its golden sands or plunge beneath the emerald waters for the wonders below. But towards the interior, tradition continues to hold sway, and life is lived unchanged since Leonard Woolf, the British author, wrote his masterpiece, Village in the Jungle, here. The Hambantota district has perhaps the longest stretch of coastline of any particular region in the country, and its beaches are legendary. Of all those stretches of sun and sand, Madakatia is certainly the best and the most popular among visitors here. At Rakava is a bird sanctuary teeming with our feathered friends, both migrant and native. Perhaps this is the bird watcher's paradise closest to a main highway. On a night of the full moon, watch this moving spectacle. She works in the moonlit darkness to provide safety for her eggs to incubate, until she returns to conduct her offspring back to their watery abode. Rakava too has one of the best administered turtle hatcheries in Sri Lanka. Rakava is known the world over as a place replete with all the ecological conditions ideal for turtle breeding. Perhaps it is the best turtle nursery in South Asia. Drive towards the sea for a little over a mile from the main highway, and suddenly you come across this strange patch. What happened here? Is it a prehistoric site? A spot where a meteor fell? Or quite simply an oil dump? No one knows, and that has given rise to many a story. Musangoda has kept the secret of this burnt patch of earth well. And today the curious come to wonder as well as to let the imagination spin stories. This is where the great Walave, the river of the great cloud, flows out to sea. And among the hidden splendors of Ambalantota are the bird-filled mangroves upstream on this picturesque waterway. Take a boat and let yourself adrift into a tropical dreamland.
අතමිනි බැඳ පයමිනි බැඳ ජයගාතු රාජසභයෙන් සොඳ කරුණා ලැබගත්තු වලවේ ගඟට බැසයි උමර ගැතු
The salt fields of Hambantota are one of the distinct features of the place. Salt being vital to the palate, this area became strategically important during the Dutch and early British periods, when the colonial powers ruling the maritime region of the island were at war with the independent Sinhala kingdom in the hills. Cutting off the salt supply to the kingdom was a common strategy. Today, however, it adds to the character of Hambantota. Boondala, a national forest reserve through which flows the Kirindioya, is another unique nature park because it is located between the sea and a freshwater source. It is a favorite haunt of migratory flocks coming from as far away as Siberia. For these aquatic birds, there is plenty water here, and flying across the Indian Ocean, they could touch down directly in their temporary abode.